of the Tuscan American Association, and this is quite an occasion to be in this room. On behalf of the association, I want to first of all thank the Dean of the University of Florence, Professor Alessandro Petrucci, who has been very generous in hosting this event here in this great hall known as the Aula Magna of the Rectorato of the University of Florence. It's a sign of the collaboration and desire to see greater integration between Italian and American university students studying in Florence. I'd also like to thank Eugenio Gianni, governor of the region of Tuscany, who's also one of the 2 honorary presidents of our association, and he should be coming later, and Mayor Dario Nardella of the city of Florence for their precious sponsorship. I would like to also thank the people that will be speaking. In a moment, I'm going to call from the university. I will call Deborah Berti and Assessore Meucci. But first of all, I want to thank all of you for being with us today, for the students that participated and for their university programs that helped spread the word about this photography competition. The Tuscan American Association is a nonprofit organization, and our mission is to encourage friendly relations between Tuscany and the United States of America at all levels, including through educational and cultural exchanges and networking. Our most cherished institutional event, which takes place in the fall, is the TAA award ceremony, where we honor an Italian and an American award recipient who've built bridges between Tuscany and the United States of America. For American students, in particular, who can look up to them as role models of what you can do, and who are inspired by their experience here in Florence. But we've been discussing an event for several years now where we could see you students as the protagonists. We've been trying to think of something, and we are very pleased that this involved into this photography competition, My Living Memory of Florence, which we hope will be the first edition of what will become an annual or even a semi-annual event. Photography, like all of the arts, has its own language, which is universal. And this competition provides a way for you students to be able to not only participate in a local activity, but also an opportunity to express gratitude by giving back to the community. All of the participants have agreed that one copy of the photograph, or in some cases the photographs that they submitted, can be sold at a later date at auction, with the proceeds going to a specific project that we'll be determining, we're busy discussing with them, of the Florence Committee of the Italian Red Cross, which not only organizes ambulance and emergency medical services, but also provides housing and assistance right now to refugees, in particular those from Ukraine. So everybody who participated can be extra proud of themselves because you're really helping donate to a very worthy cause. I'd like to repeat the names of the members of the jury. Leonardo Caponetti, next to me, who's the president, Marco Gabugiani, Giuseppe Cabras, Giuseppina Naso, and Umberto Visentini. Before passing the microphone to the prorettore dell'Università di Firenze, which I would translate to say the vice chancellor of the University of Florence for research, Deborah Berti.
Can you hear me? Yes, okay. So I have no written speech, I have to say, so I'm just going, okay. So first of all, good afternoon, and really welcome to the University of Florence. As Andrea was just saying, I am Deborah Berti. I am the, let's say, vice rector or deputy dean, as you want to put it, for research here at the University of Florence. So my job today is to make you feel very welcome here. And inside the Aula Magna of the Rectorate, unfortunately, Professor Petrucci, the dean, could not make it here this afternoon. So she asked me to represent her, and I gladly accepted, because first of all, I mean, it's really nice to see so many young people in the lecture hall, and most of all, I was having a look downstairs at your photographs, and here also this on screen. And some of them, I should say, are really beautiful, even if it's periphery or not like the usual spots of Florence. Of course, I mean, I really hope that you enjoyed your time here in Florence. And then you will bring back living memories. But also, what I like of this initiative is that you are always with your iPhones, smartphones. While I think that having a camera and trying to portray reality, people around, it's like having a different eye. So I'm not really skilled in that, but the jury members, I think that they are nodding, so I'm saying something which makes sense. And then, of course, I was born and raised in Florence, so I'm particularly proud that people from abroad, from different walks of life, they come here, they take the camera, and they try to understand a bit more of the reality which is behind the scenes of Florence and people especially. And I think that this is like taking the most of our experience here in Florence. Also, what I liked from Andrea's speech is the fact that, this is the first of this initiative, but then, you hope to continue, right? And I really think that this is a good idea. And also, I would like to this to become like a kind of joint initiative with the University of Florence, and that you have the occasion to meet young people your age that are studying at the University of Florence. We are really, really glad that you are here and that you are spending some time in Italy and trying to understand our civilization, our culture, even through this medium, which is a bit old in a way. And for that, I really would like to congratulate the organization and you for this very, very nice picture. For the rest, feel very, very welcome here in Aula Magna and enjoy. Thanks a lot.
Normally I speak Italian, but today is not possible. For you it's necessary for me to speak English. And first of all, I would like to thank you for being here this afternoon, participating in the very first competition, My Living Memory of Florence. I am Maurizio Mancianti, the Italian president of the Tuscan American Association. Together with Andrea Davis is the American president. Photography is an amazing tool for documenting reality, but it is also a great window into the mind and perception of the persons behind the viewfinder. This contest, in its way, will provide a view of how foreign students perceive our city and is as Fiorentini. I must admit, I am extremely curious to see all of your photos, and we hope that it will be the beginning of a well-established contest that will take place every year in order to award the talent of American students. Good luck to you all, and or as we Italians say, in bocca al lupo.
Now I would like to call Assessore Elisabetta Meucci, who's a city councilwoman for universities and research, and she is here on behalf of Mayor Dario Nardella and the city of Florence.
Welcome to all of you, and good afternoon. I am really pleased to convey to you the greetings of the Mayor of Florence, Dario Nardella, on the occasion of the award ceremony on the photo contest, My Living Memory. organized by the Tuscan American Association, and for which I really thank the presidents Maurizio Mancianti and Andrea Davis. Moreover, I would like to thank them on behalf of the whole Florence City administration, precisely because this initiative is exemplary, representing in some way the synthesis of what it should be, and which in fact is becoming more and more the experience of young American students participating in a study program in Florence. An experience that, if well spent, can represent a very significant phase of their formation and therefore a lasting personal enrichment. At the same time, it constitutes an enhancement for the Florentine community, also from the social and the cultural point of view. An enrichment on which we must all work together, starting from the decisive actions put in place by the municipality to achieve the goal of the maximum integration of these temporary fellow citizens within our community. And it seems to us that precisely in this perspective, the initiative of the Tuscan American Association is to be appreciated, since it gathers young American students and public and private institutions for a reflection on the city that has welcomed them in the light of their personal experience. For this homage that you have paid to the city of Florence, while we are congratulating with the winners, we heartily thank all those who participate in this contest. Thank you.
Now I'm going to call Robbie Shackelford. Robbie is a member of the Tuscan American Association Board for many years, but he's also the director of Harding University, and he's really one of the promoting forces behind today's event. Robbie's going to talk about the objectives of this photography competition.
Thank you, Andrea, and I wanted to say bravo, Presidente Mancianti. Il tuo inglese era bellissimo. Wanted to thank also the Vice Chancellor, Deborah Betty, and if she would pass it on to the Rectore to be able to use this room, and also to Elisabetta Miucci for always being present and willing to come and be a part of the celebrations, in this case, the award ceremony. It was super exciting this morning because for the first time I saw the photographs as I was placing them on a wall downstairs that we created because we couldn't obviously stick the photographs up in this room and weren't sure how it would work outside, so we created a space for that to happen, and you can go downstairs and you can look at the photographs, and there are numbers by the names, there are numbers on the photographs, and then you can use this sheet to also see. But I was excited to see the uniqueness, the creativity, and the capturing of a moment by so many of you of a city that I've grown to love for so many years. I came here in the 60s, I lived here as a child, and then I started working here in the 90s. And so Florence is very dear to me. And what we wanted to try to do, so the idea behind this, and big thank you to all of the board members, especially Paola Cecchi, was to find a way that we could liaison with the university programs in Tuscany, actually, not just in Florence. There are over 80 study abroad programs in Tuscany. There are probably close to 10 to 12,000 students every year that come, and they all were sent the same information that you received and decided to participate in. And we did not know how it would turn out, but are very thankful that there were so many participants. And all of you did a great job, and I'm so thankful for that. And so I just want, again, to thank all of those that participated in working and setting things up. And this is just a first of what we hope will become at least an annual event for students to be able to share through their eyes something that was captured and important to them in Florence.